Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down at the 20.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Deshaun Watson.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Texans, nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return from the 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Texans first down.
Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
I did not take a knee. I didn't even take a knee.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a 49er.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And
What?
the Texans scoop it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will bring this one back.
I am so
A fumble
confused. How did I...
return for a Texans touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Watson on 1st down. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Texans.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. Touchdown. 32 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 11 yards there, first down. This is Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On second down, Mostert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw the plate, and it's complete in the end zone.
Ew.
Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball
17,
right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8. So that was all.
Oh, yeah, I'll be back.
Looking for on a play like that, get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this, I'll take it, I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
To 2nd and 10.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. Room here to David Johnson.
What?
On his way. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
Why are you slowing down?
If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he's got his man on the out route. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Houston.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again is Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he'll let this go deep for...
Yeah, boy! It's a waiter! It's a waiter!
Into enemy territory.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far. You know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this in a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
And right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down.
For San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Texans.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Watson on the keeper.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 30.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Dang!
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Taken down back at the 40.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he'll let this go. Got a man.
Good catch, boy.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
I did not want that. Dang.
It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
I'm trying to figure out why did that quarterback play? I was trying to throw a touchdown. Man, they uncontrolled acting. I don't know what's going on.
For San Francisco.
Trying to throw a touchdown.
Here's Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
At the 32-yard line.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Complete.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first down carry here for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson buying time to his left. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder.
Why is that coming straight? I think I'm blocking the kick.
To allow him to run the football, I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's now.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll let this go. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Jarek McKinnon.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in.
Oh, I thought threw a pick.
That's good for a 49er.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Garoppolo finding Kendrick Bourne there as they have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
It's Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now let's look at David Johnson. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the...
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's James. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Why is I'm going backwards forward, Madden?
The ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Justin Reed. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The heck?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
complete to Darren Fells.
Darren Fells with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
What are you doing? Offense?
McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. McKinnon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
Good catch.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Bernard McKinney on the tackle.
They run it with McKinnon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Bernard McKinney on the tackle.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll let this go. That's caught
good
inside
catch,
the 20. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down.
All them throwing to.
Get the 3rd down conversion.
Whole game.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was is 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already...
Why did I go all the way out of bounds? Why the end zone right there?
100, the magic number for a really good game for a receiver. So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there down and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
49ers 46.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But it's going to be 2nd down.
There defensively.
To throw again, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offside. Defense.
What?
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sidewalk.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now James returning.
Yeah.
Fights loose. And up to about the 20.
He cooked yo ass.
Yard line just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 35.
Who are you?
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offense.
A random guy, I found your stream.
Kendrick Bourne in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Recovered by the Niners.
Hit that subscribe button.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
I just subscribed to your channel.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10. at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Texans
running from the gun, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Houston.
On first down, Johnson. Oh, it's poked free. Football's out.
David Johnson, the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Good give to David Johnson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
David Johnson on the
A 1-yard touchdown run from David Johnson. And the Texans have broken the tie. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for... He's got a man, complete.
That's good.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Escaping the pressure right. And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch.
That's good for a 49er.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, the big portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. it's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Watson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Watson's pass complete.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Watson. Rolling, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Keeps the score, Texans.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants,
you ain't got no feet.
Maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now McKinnon to start the drive. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 72 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
An option run here for Watson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Finding some room at midfield. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And now off to the races.
The heck?
Right
He holding and not calling
he'll
nothing.
take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 30 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthonyedmondjr.YT able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The heck are y'all doing on offense?
They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Zach Cunningham, his second sack of the night.
Brings up 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that is his
flag.
But there is a
Thank
flag.
you. Thank you.
Down.
Give me
This
that
is a big
first.
call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
What? I let nigga touch it.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And all the way down to the 39. A big run there by Johnson. 41 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
To return is Taylor. It'll be a 39-yard punt. 4 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 45 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Conversion is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it. Here.
UT on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. He'll try and run it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Watson on the keeper.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. This will be caught at about the 5.
Watson.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Intended for Kendrick Bourne.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to get in. And I think the proponents of the Chargers saying, hey, why not kick it? The failure to convert is going to keep this game tied. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
Number 31.
let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. There goes Duke Johnson. 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
Duke Johnson, 70 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's James. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own 12.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo now. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. They've got his man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
And here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Johnson.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Open man, the tight end fells. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
3rd and long.
He can run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Dunn, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. He'll buy some time right. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the...
He cooked yo ass. How is you? Who are you? A random guy. I found your stream. Hit that subscribe button. I just subscribed to your channel.
A gain of 13 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
1st down.
From the gun, Watson. And incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Johnson, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
A fumble on the play.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we got a lot of turnovers. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for the Niners. 72 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. Got that fumble recovery last time when it looked like they might give up points. It actually ended up yielding points for them on the offensive end.
It's a pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown. Instead, you score a touchdown. Great swing, great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Watson. Short throw. Fells has got it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Houston.
Operating from the gun. Watson looking left side. He's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
To the air yet again. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's pass complete.
Will Fuller, 53 yards. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Mostert. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And some room to maneuver. Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Watson's pass complete.
Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Now James returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for them.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
At the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Watson now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
A fumble on the play.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Bradley Roby on.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Sliding out of the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That's going to be caught. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw is Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.